WARFACE Breakout is a game that I briefly covered on my channel back in June. And I say briefly because that's about how long the game was in a playable state in my opinion. When it first launched, I was hooked on it, as it was my first hands-on experience with a search and destroy type of game. And I thought WARFACE Breakout looked interesting, so I gave it a try. The game was okay for a bit, but then once Season 1 launched, the game was suddenly ruined overnight. The hit detection was way off, it was plagued with massive freezing issues every time you had a gunfight, and the frame rates were just way too inconsistent to play. So a couple weeks after Season 1 launched, I pretty much gave up on the game and I didn't play it hardly at all. Every time there would be a new patch, I would fire it up just for a couple matches to see if anything changed, but unfortunately, nothing really did. And about 3 months after the game went completely downhill and lost most of its player base, WARFACE Breakout is finally fixed. At least on the Xbox One X, it seems to run at a pretty smooth 60 frames per second. There's not very much hit detection issues that I've noticed, and I haven't experienced the jarring freezing problem while I'm in gunfights at all. But now there's an even larger problem with the game, and that's the lack of players playing it. Unfortunately, as you know, a multiplayer game has to have players in order for it to be playable. There's no offline mode, there's no way to play against bots, and so without a player base, WARFACE Breakout is just done for. I was playing some matches last night, and sometimes it took up to 3 or 4 minutes to get into one, and even then I was down 5-0 with one teammate, or even worse off than that. But out of the 6 matches that I played, I was able to get 2 full matches in. This is really where games like these are at their best, playing from the start in these matches. That way you can study the opponents, see where they're going to go, guess where they're going to go next, and you're not jumping into some already half-told story, and you're not already behind 6-0. But of the matches that I did play, I was pretty impressed with how the game was performing. So if you do have WARFACE Breakout and you haven't tried it for quite some time, maybe it's time to jump back in, give it another shot. The more players we have that play it, the more matches that are going to be spawning, the less times you're going to get in a match that's almost already over, and the quicker those matches will queue up. Another reason that you might want to get back into the game soon is Season 2 is just around the corner. On September 30th, Season 2 is arriving for WARFACE Breakout on Xbox One and PS4, and with it brings an all-new map called the Slum District. There's also going to be a new weapon progression system, some new customization features such as weapon stickers, bomb skins, victory poses, and more cosmetics to unlock. But one of the biggest things that should be coming in Season 2 is Crossplay. This is huge for the game because Xbox players and PS4 players can play together, making the player base even larger, and like I said, making the game better for everyone. They're also planning on 60 tick rate servers, a new hideout which will be a targeting range for you to get in and practice with your weapons, along with elite challenges and other things that are going to be added with Season 2. Now you know with my content, I only talk about games that I want to play, games that I enjoy, and I do enjoy WARFACE Breakout when it works properly. I really like the search and destroy type game mode, and that's one of the main reasons that I'm attracted to Crossfire X. But with no Crossfire X news and no knowledge of when the game is actually going to launch, I'd like to find something else to play in the meantime that can keep me busy and keep me ready for when Crossfire X launches. Now I have heard that they're going to increase the marketing for the game, maybe do some things to get more players involved, because they really need to jumpstart this player base, get the game going, as it's finally in a playable state once again. Now in the background I have a full match for you. It's honestly one of the better matches that I've had, and so I figured with this update video, I'd play out this match and let you see how the game's performing on Xbox One X. Remember to like the video if you found it useful and subscribe to stay up to date on everything that I publish. And while you're down there, leave me a comment, let me know if you're going to play WARFACE Breakout again. Do you even have the game? Have you ever tried it before? But either way, I'm happy to see that the devs didn't really give up on the game, and it's now possibly in its best state yet. We just need more players to get on the game and give it another shot. But that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to let the rest of the gameplay play out. But with all that said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.
The Reapers won this round. A new round begins.
Keep it up! We're winning!
A new round begins.
We're doing great. Keep it going. Nicely done.
A Reaper has planted the bomb. The Reapers won this round. A new round begins.
Wardens, protect this area! Good job.
The Wardens won this round. New round.
Failure is not an
Match
option,
point.
Wardens! Frag out! Fire in the hole!
The Wardens won this round.